Well, hello, Frolfers. We're out here at Eagles Crossing. Gonna be tossing the course today. Not totally sure on the layout. We're out here with Dave McCormick and a few others. Stopped by the Gateway Factory today, and he got us out here. We got the golf carts. They're looking nice. The course looks beautiful. It did just rain, so it might be a little wet, but I'm excited.
There's 3 keys to disc golf: driving, approaching, and putting. You need all 3 to do this disc sport.
We got the caddy book today, so hopefully we find our way around. A lot of tight OB out here. It's gonna be interesting.
What is up, guys? Today I'm going to be bringing you a little voiceover commentary,
Don't know if I'm gonna take score.
kind of talking about my experience
That was a smack.
out here at Eagles
All
Crossing.
right. Does the fairway like drag back that
So hole
way
number
now?
1, what you'll notice here, we got a par 4. It's right in the mid 600 foot range, and it's tricky to know where you want to land based off of just these stakes unless you're kind of
Is
walking
that
up all the
or
way.
does it go back? Goes back that way.
As you can hear, I kind of am not sure. That shot was solid. I take the destroyer here, pretty much throw good full smack. You'll see this is about as good as it gets for someone who throws about as far as I do. Someone who really smacks the disc could honestly drive
Alright,
the green
pretty
on
good
this
little
one,
smack
which would
here.
be pretty sweet. We got a little tactic upshot. We're gonna pitch that up and then tap it in for our first birdie of the day. Birdie in hole 1 at Eagles Crossing. But I just want to give a huge
That'll
shout
play.
out to Dave McCormick. He made this day possible.
Yeah. Yeah.
If you ever just want to jump back to the blues, so.
And Dave McCormick is actually the owner of Gateway and the designer of this course, if you did not know that, which is super cool to be able to come out and experience Eagles Crossing with the designer. And the owner, Phil, actually joins us about
No.
halfway through the round as well.
What's the most overstable frisbee in your bag right now?
Halo Star Boss.
It's more overstable than that.
Dave gave me the new Gateway Javelin here. It is an absolute hog
Yeah.
of a overstable distance driver. Got zero flex out of it. So before we came out to Eagles, Dave actually gave me the full experience at the Gateway Factory, which was super cool to kind of see the full process of disc manufacturing. A lot more, I don't know, maybe overwhelming than you'd expect. The science behind it is
Nice.
insane, especially coming from
So
Dave.
far, first 2 holes, pretty much the same. Throw your distance driver as far as you can off the tee. The second hole, obviously, tight little upshot was like the slope of the hill and stuff. But I figured take the ultra, hit it into the hill, and then slide it up, and it worked pretty good. I got to get a little lucky, but overall, first 2 holes, we're obviously playing the white tee pads, you may have noticed, so not quite the daunting challenge that is the longs, but sometimes that's all right. You know, usually I'm a long tees type of guy, but today I'm all right with it.
We'll tap in for another birdie. I like it. I like it. Starting 2 down. So we got hole 3 here. Par 4, right in the mid.
Oh,
mid
wow.
to-
Got so lucky.
Mid 5s.
Wow, we'll take it.
Flex the forehand there. Horrible shot,
First forehand of the day. I think we're just gonna
but
take
it
our
worked out
tactic.
absolutely perfect. You could see Dave throwing the tee shot there. Kind of got cut off, but it's crazy to see a guy who's been playing disc golf so long, and they just are simple
Should be all
players.
right.
David
Little
would just
left,
run
but
up,
should have
chuck
putt.
his disc. It landed in the perfect spot every time. At least it
There we
seemed.
go.
And then he's just tossing up the putter. It's a cool style.
3 for 3, throwing pretty solid. Got lucky off the tee there. That probably could have been like a 12, but we got a 3 instead, so we'll take it.
All right. Hole number 4. We got a par 5 here. Kind of in the mid to upper 700s.
Like that.
Obviously, we were playing the white tees, which is not, the most challenging
Okay.
compared to the
I'm gonna
blues.
throw mid-range.
I kind of learned that the holes almost play identical, but when you play from the blues, you just have, an extra, whether it be 50, 100, maybe 200 feet off the tee. And a lot of the tee shots from the
that'll work.
blues
Death approach here, I guess.
are going to be a lot tighter, whereas from the
Don't.
whites, it allows you to really get off of the tee.
How's the basket work? Hit something, all right. Jeez. We launched our upshot, but it hit the basket. So, another birdie, unfortunately. See if we can keep this.
Also, as I mentioned, Phil, the owner, joined us, and then after the round, he actually took me out to the Wild Times course, which is the second championship level par 67 course out on the property.
Yeah.
And man, that course is beautiful. Honestly, probably more beautiful than this. A little bit shorter track, but amazing. So excited to get back out there in the future for sure. Both courses are playable right now as well.
I think that works. Whew, tricky. Try to get that Firebird to turn a little bit more left, push up there, but we'll take it.
I think one of the cool things about Eagles Crossing is that it's so quiet.
Keep the birdie streak
I was
alive.
talking with TJ, the course pro, and he told me the numbers on how many people get out here. And he said some days it does get very busy, but a lot of times I feel like you probably get to play with just peacefulness.
We did it. So far from the white tees, very enjoyable, I would say. The blues probably, I mean, it's going to add, obviously like maybe a stroke for a lot of players over the span of every hole. If you're coming out to Eagles Crossing and you're not a high advanced or pro, I'd probably play the whites. It's super enjoyable so far. I feel like all the pars play to relatively like, not soft, but just very like playable par 4s and 5s so far. So I'm good.
So I was actually told that this hole right here, hole number 6, probably plays as the hardest hole to par.
Don't. Okay, thank
the
you.
upshot is relatively, or the drive is relatively straightforward. Just get it out there,
Yeah.
try and keep it left to give you a decent angle. But then you have this. It's all you have is something through the woods, and it is tight.
Pretty much my first mistake, other than that one tee shot I shanked that got super lucky. But this hole, this is where Scott Stokely threw in during the Skins match to win like $12,000 or
He
whatever.
didn't throw in, but he threw an insane shot and then made a putt.
Tight, very, very tight. So what he did is even more impressive. I needed like 2 inches more to the right, and my disc would have been at least near the basket. So let's go get a 4. I think that might be our first par. Whew. Gotta get the tap-ins.
Now we're on to the first par 3 of the course. It has this hyzer route up and above.
Oh,
You can see how nice this tee pad is, and Dave was telling me about how it was super cool to be able to design this course and basically have no limits on, I guess, what you're allowed to do. So you'll see a lot of
Oh, come on.
the tees
dang.
looking that nice. All the rocks around a massive tees. I think he said, God, I wish I remembered the distance. 7 by 15, I want to say the tee pads are.
Oh, crushed it.
But beautiful tee pad
Dang
areas.
it. No.
Another par 3. Threw my putter just too straight, never faded.
Oh,
Did
sit.
that.
Oh,
Saved
yeah.
by mistake. We all suck at something.
Paula's fired. She didn't film my par save putt.
Paula missed the putt. It's okay. We made it. We made the par. Now we're on to this hole, guys. Just watch, I guess. So you can see, hole 9. It's about 600 foot, par 4. And Dave
go.
kind of told me that if you play the layup straight shot, it's really hard to get the ball.
Too beefy.
So
Is there a
there's-
drop zone?
So there's this really hard, at least for me, because I'm bad at big annies, turnover shot. I throw it once, out of bounds. So now I'm throwing 3. And remember, at this point, I'm 5 under par. Feeling good.
No.
Oh, no. So now we're on a par 4. We're going to be shooting 5 coming up here.
Oh, man. That's funny.
It's
Well-
funny, but I'm crying inside.
No, you go ahead. Go ahead.
From that sign, you're
I decided to change my game plan up, still play aggressive, take my reach, throw it forehand, thought it was perfect, catches the last tree. The last tree.
I think after you throw 3, you get to just go up there.
This used to be 18.
That's the laugh of a man who hurts inside. I take my buzz. Finally, I'm throwing 7.
That's what you get for getting
Good first shot.
for getting greedy.
I had the power to reach
Great
here. I might have
first shot.
misguided.
Yeah.
You can probably hear Dave say he might have misguided you.
Can't win them all, you know.
Might have
Birdie the
power.
first 6 holes, take a 13,
First
whatever.
5. So that's where my shot landed. The shot I should have thrown first. And I'm thinking, okay, get it onto the green. No,
Oh,
I
flipped
stepped
out
on
of
my
it.
disc.
Get down.
So I
Hit the
guess
pole.
technically I also flipped out, but nobody called me. That's straight out of
The
bounds. guys.
disaster hole.
So we're throwing 10. We take our tactic. A little puncher.
Get up.
Up on top. We tap out our 11 to go +2. You know, you can't win them all, guys. You cannot win them all. Fortunately, I don't base my round off of one hole or my experience. So as much as that
That'll
was
play.
brutal,
Whew.
I know it's because I was literally trying a line that I would never try in a normal situation because it looked fun. Another casual round foot fault disc kick, but hole 10, par 5.
Yeah, should have a 4-hand out of there. See, I thought the basket was like past where the gravel ends.
Oh, I these little trees.
Yeah, like I probably would have gone sidearm on that last
You
throw.
hear me saying there that I would have gone sidearm because if I would have gone sidearm, I could have actually skipped up to the green, whereas I thought the basket was about 200 feet further than it actually is. So I wanted to be on the left side so that I could throw a 4-hand up shot.
Sit.
Through my tactic, it's pretty solid.
It's there.
Trickle down. Tap it in. There's
Thank
a
you.
bird. Back to 1 over.
Yep.
So basically in my head now, I'm like, okay, bro, just battle back and like make this still a good round. Another par 3 island hole. And unfortunately, guys, we go OB, throwing from the drop zone. I kind of just punched throw it up there. I wasn't trying to make it.
My elements going on a kayaking ride.
I think one person out of 6 of us playing made it on the green. Not a good look. Back to 2 over. Now this hole. This is a beautiful hole. Probably one of the most like picturesque par 3s on the course.
Yeah.
Kind of right.
Man,
in the,
that
I
is
think
not as far as it
315.
looks at all. You were filming? Redo it. I'll make it again.
Another one where
Camera's
Paula
off.
wasn't filming
Alright,
when I
take
putted.
2.
Rolling now.
But you know, as a true 12 tuber does, he makes the putt again.
Looked a little different, but it's still in.
So back to 1 over. The battle begins. Another par 3, kind of on a nice little stretch here. This one's right in like the high 2s. Take my Zone SS, flick it. Thought it was money.
Should work. Nice putt.
Just not. I just don't have anything. That tree is right in front of it. Don't really know what to do. It is an absolute death putt as well.
Ah, it's sat. Tree straight in front of the basket. I've been having every video I've filmed for the last few days. I feel like, or last few weeks, I've had one righty putt. I've made, I think 3 out of 4 now. Couldn't get this one.
Tap her in. Alright, this hole, hole 14. This was a beauty of a hole. I really enjoyed this. Basically, I'm trying to play up to the red tee. And then I'll give myself kind of a 400-ish foot.
I think I got it on the tee pad, maybe. All right, looks like we have an absolutely massive 4-hand smash. You probably can't see. Here's the short pin. It says 375, dead straight. Just gonna try and bomb a 4-hand over everything.
Also, what you can't see is there's water all on the left. So this 4-hand, if you hang it out right, you're basically going over a lake.
Oh! Yep.
That happens.
Great shot.
That'll play. Whew. Not bad for slipping and dying.
So yeah, as you can see, that is actually a pretty good shot, but just leaves me with maybe a 50-footer. Decent little bit, but I think if I wouldn't have slipped, I would have probably had a nice inside the circle putt. We get to the hole that used to be hole 1. They've kind of flip-flopped the course around.
That'll play, huh?
Little funsy. Throw my zone that
Oh,
is
no.
supposed to be overstable. Kind of little straighter than I thought.
These baskets
But-
are not as small as they seem on camera.
Yeah.
On camera, they look,
It's the gauge of the steel.
yeah, they look like smaller than like a Mach 3 on camera.
But at the same time, I have a thing where I don't like monster drives for your first hole.
So yeah, I actually really enjoyed these baskets. I'm not gonna lie, guys. They look tiny on camera, but they're actually pretty normal sized. Here's a super. This is probably my best shot of the day, to be honest. I take my reach, throw it over this lake, absolute smack.
Yeah.
And leaves me this little tactic Annie.
Oh, get down. I crushed it. Sit. Oh, that's fine.
But it's a tactic. Money. Tap in. Bang. Back to 1 under par after back-to-back birdies there. That is what we needed. We got another par 4. Just a straight fairway driver. Solid shot. Unfortunate tree kick. Kind of missed the fairway. But we're going to take our little banana sphinx here. Money forehand woods disc.
A little short, but should have something.
And what do you know? Righty Broad comes to
Gotta
party.
We'll take it. That's so funny. The righty putts, every once in a while, they find the basket somehow.
To get me back to 2 under par. Once again, just want to give a massive shout out to Dave at Gateway, bringing me out here, letting me experience Eagles Crossing. He designed an amazing 2 courses out here on this property, and definitely a destination for disc golf. So I'm gonna take my Era here, smack it over the weeds. Another casual round step on the disc foot fault. Classic move by Broad.
Should work, I think.
And I somehow tapped
Another
that in
birdie.
to get myself back to 4 under
I think
par.
I crawled back to like 5 or 6 down
And
after taking that 11.
That was an 11 and ended up
Overall, threw the disc really well, putted the disc really well. I literally had 2 holes that I pretty much messed up. And other than that, white tees obviously, but solid track out here. See you in the next one. Thanks for watching.
And right here, I have a frisbee bag. It holds all my frisbees, the ones I like.